And we're live. Hello, everybody. Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Clara, co-founder of Liz Perfectly. And today I have an incredible topic for you. I'm going to be talking about my favorite feature. Yes, my number one feature, the merge feature. So I'm going to give you the master keys and tips, okay, about the merge feature and how to streamline your listing process in order to create these optimized listings with just a few clicks. I'm talking about 2 or 3 clicks. But what makes this session so important is that I'm joined here by my director of innovations, Patrick. Welcome, Patrick.
Hello. Thanks for having me. Thanks for having me back, Brian. I'm excited to talk about Merge. Merge is an incredible feature. It's probably one of those features that I'm glad that we're talking about it because it's totally one of those
Yeah.
features that is underutilized.
Yes,
Either
I would
people don't
agree with
really
that. Yeah.
utilize it or for
Uh-huh.
whatever reason. So yeah, it's cool. I'm glad we're talking about it.
Yeah, me too. Me too. It's absolutely underutilized. I want to remind everybody this merch feature is available with all these perfectly plans and it's unlimited. Okay. So what we're gonna do, is talk about why should you even consider watching this session today? Because even though sell similar or sell now, which is the capacity of you using your listing or someone else's listings, depend on the platform, to merge your list perfectly listing and combine it with an already listing that may be sold out or it's active, depending on how you want to strategize the research and development for your reseller business. So, what is a key thing is that this feature is allowed on Etsy, eBay, Poshmark, Mercari, Depop, Grail. So imagine so many marketplaces are allowing for you to create listings with their sell similar or sell now. And this is a game changer. And I'm going to tell you why. Because you don't have to go and enter those items specific. It's already there. So it's going to reduce your manual errors. Not only that, okay, it's ideal for people that sell sneakers. It requires a lot of, those sneakers are very expensive, that they have a lot of details. What is it? Nike Panda 2005 edition, whatever, So they have many details, what width, length. There are so many specifics that comes. Not only with that, what about electronics? All right, laptops, remotes. Imagine you scan or you use listing assistant and then you combine it with an active listing or a sold listing, all right, that has good item specifics and sold for good money, and then you can combine it. Also, it's good for luxury goods. Imagine a Louis Vuitton purse or I don't know, Loro Piana by Kuna coat. Okay, things are really expensive. Also, media like books, CDs, VHS. It's just so much more easier to reduce errors. And when you reduce errors, what happens? You're gonna be able that if you have a buyer remorse, all right, you're gonna be able to win that case. So this is we're gonna talk about with Patrick right now how to create these optimized listings. This is search engine optimized listings. That's what we're going to be creating with the help. Sometimes you can do it natively in LP. You can do it with listing assistant. You can do it from, maybe from images, or we can create the listing, okay, by scanning. You choose. There's so many ways, and then you can still combine or merge those listings. So with much further ado, instead of keep talking, Patrick, do you think, would you like to, you heard what I have to say. What would you add to what I have to say about? And please keep in mind, guys, that on November 25th, Patrick is going to be 5 years with List Perfectly. He's the right hand of Amanda. So please,
Mhm.
Patrick, share with us your knowledge.
Yeah, I think, I really like that you pointed out that really every marketplace offers some level of this. And what's cool with that is, you know, marketplaces, just like List Perfectly, we want to speed up the listing process. We want to make things faster and more efficient for you.
Right.
So, you know, these kinds of features with List Perfectly leveraged with the things that marketplaces, that's what's great about List Perfectly doing things on the marketplaces, is that we could take advantage of the tools that they're putting in place as well. You know, eBay has a massive catalog on books, video games, magazines, all these different products. So doing that is leveraging the List Perfectly tool from your catalog and getting into the marketplace is faster and easier for you is always going to be a better experience.
Absolutely.
So yeah, I mean,
imagine eBay has 1.7 billion listings.
Right. Yeah. So there's probably something out there that's filled out correctly for you. So yeah, I mean, it's really a really strong tool, and like just some like List Perfectly history here. This is really cool because this at a different level, this has been a feature with List Perfectly in a different name previously. Somewhat recently, it got revamped. The whole process got way improved from copy to open marketplace tab. And any longtime user may remember that. This merge feature just makes that process way easier. And
you know what's my favorite on the latest update we did is that now we can do merch in bulk. That's just that's just insane that we can do merch in bulk, and that was very exciting when Amanda showed me that. It was very, very exciting. So definitely is something that we want to address today. In the, you know, having, you know, and I think, and again, like I agree with you, it's very underutilized. If you guys are not utilizing this tool, would you please share, you know, maybe you tried it and it didn't work. Okay, we're going to answer your questions for sure. Okay. So just let us know. I'm looking forward to know. Yes, Becca, the merch is also in bulk. We're going to show you kind of, it's not like, you know, but yes, definitely allows you now to do multiple listings. Back in the day was one listing at a time, even with the Pro plan. Now you can do several listings with a button that after finishes merging one, you can just move to the next and the next and next and so forth. All right. So Patrick, they're saying here, Pleasant Creation says, Liz, hi Liz, I love the merge feature so much. I use it every day. I'm excited about the bulk feature. I can't wait to see Liz. Liz, remind me, what did you sell, my love? Yes, Kathy. Yes. Okay, I can't wait to show. Yes, absolutely. So let's see. So that Patrick, would you like us to for example, what about, do you have an example that we can see with eBay, since it's the most used platform with List Perfectly?
Yeah. Let me share my screen, and then we'll go over it and kind of dive into some things.
You put share, and then I hit from here present. Okay, so don't be surprised if when you hit share, it doesn't share automatically. Okay. And I'll add it. Thank you, everybody that is here. Just want to remind you, we're looking at the merge feature. This is nothing new. This is literally, I think that we launched it on 2020, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 2019. All right. But, and this is zero extra. All plans of List Perfectly, if you have the simple plan, will be one at a time. If you have the business proper plus, it's going to be in bulk also available. But, you know, we'll show, okay, the good, the bad, and you know when not to use it. Okay, and certainly one thing that I want to say, if you have an item that is like standard, right, like really standard, nothing special, like I don't know, something like generic, okay, like a set of, let's say, 6 of these unicorns, I really think it's not worth it for items that are not worth the research and the time, because you need to put a little of your time on researching the right eBay comparable. All right. So let's, with much further ado, Patrick, show us. And I think we have 2 ways to do this now, right?
Yes, there is one way that's going to be actually getting a little bit of an update. So I'm just going to stick to one for this video purpose.
Yep, absolutely.
And then, yeah, we'll, once it gets a little updated, just to make it a little clearer for everyone. But Yeah, like Clara said, I mean, sometimes it doesn't make sense. This isn't the feature that maybe you use every single listing, but Clara brought up about how eBay, obviously, biggest platform in the world and has lots of listings on there. So let's say I have a MacBook here in my catalog here. I already have the listing built up. It's ready to go. But, as I'm looking on eBay, trying to figure out what I'm going to price it at and everything, or getting ready to cross post, and I'm going through here, I find a listing that has all of these item specifics filled out. And, I know that it's different for everybody and how they handle their business. But of course, if you're selling a more expensive item, the more specifics you can fill out, it's going to be better for you and your buyer and just everyone involved. So let's just say that this was the example. I love the specs that they've got. This is correct. This is the right device. It's the right size. All of these item specifics are lined up correctly. eBay offers the Sell Now tool to be able to basically just start a listing that's exactly like that. And then what we're going to do is we're going to merge that from our catalog into this listing. So if I scroll down here without doing anything, you can see all of the item specifics that are already filled out just from clicking that Sell Now. Now, to merge your listing, you're just going to select the List Perfectly extension icon, choose Merge. And here, I'm just going to search for my listing, and it comes right up. And now I'm just going to merge it in. Now, List Perfectly is going to pull in all of your listing details and merge it with basically your draft that has started here. So we can see that some of the details are coming in. My images are coming in, my price updated, and all of that is being merged in. So there's the cool thing with this, especially on eBay, is that while eBay will let you utilize a lot of the the existing listing item specifics, there's some information that they're not going to let you take. You can't take someone else's photos. You can't take someone else's description. So, in this listing here, I built that up with Listing Assistant to generate my title off of my photos, and it generated a full description. So this is where merge gets very powerful, is that you're taking the pieces that are being generated for you right off of your images from List Perfectly and merging it with the existing listings on eBay that you found to be a good match. And you can bring it right in. And again, now this listing is pretty much just ready to go. You finalize your little review of any other specifics you want to tweak or anything like that. And then you publish it and it's ready. We're still here? We're connected? Oh, you're muted, Clara.
So sorry. Okay. So Chris, so sorry. Thank you, Patrick. So Chris is saying that she would like to review a little more the steps. So I think that would you be so kind to show with eBay that we need to enable sell similar, copy to sell similar on the extension. Number one thing, right, Patrick? Or we don't need to do that anymore?
You do not need to do that anymore. That's actually
oh my God, we are so amazing. Wait, List Perfectly. Wow, I love you guys. Okay, this is amazing.
Yeah, you don't need to do that anymore. That's actually a little bit different of a feature. And so that is honestly something how you can leverage copying into eBay. So we can go through it either now or a little bit later, but it's very similar, but that
not
is
the same. Yes, we'll go through. Clara, you're out of control. All right. And so yes, definitely we're gonna go through that other option there. So that is incredible that we don't need to do that anymore. Very exciting news, Patrick. So here you have it. So just to summarize, let's go really quick again. So Chris, let me see if I can repeat this, Patrick, and correct me if I'm wrong. So any of your List Perfectly listings, Chris, you're gonna select, okay? I recommended earlier, right? Electronics, expensive stuff, or for example, sneakers, media, etc., right? So then from there, we're gonna go to eBay, and you can search for listings on eBay. Obviously, we always choose the ones that are sold and completed, right? So I can make sure that, for me, that's my strategy, right? That I choose a very succulent, okay, very optimized listing. This is because I want to protect myself. And the more item specifics I have, the less chances someone has to win a case against me when it's buyer remorse, and actually they're opening an item not as described. So then from there, we selected the listing. We have this listing already on eBay. Now we go back to List Perfectly. All right. We select the listings, but we're going to go a listing right now. This just for, have mercy on us. This is a live demo. So, and then from there, we open the extension, and we're going to look at the top. There is the merge button, and there it is. List Perfectly will automatically just enter the name of that listing that you found over there, and then List Perfectly will automatically recognize that that's the tab and that you wish to merge the List Perfectly listing with, and that's where the magic will happen. Click merge, and there goes everything that is going to be copied.
Yep. Here comes the images and all the other details. And then this one was as this is copying in, I'm just going to switch back to this tab real quick because it'll kind of show you. I mean, these are all the item specifics that are already filled out with this listing, that are going to be there and available for you. You don't need to do anything with it.
Exactly.
So yeah, so it's it's a lot of, we always joke about being a click snob, but it's a lot of clicks that you're not needing to do, but still getting all of these item specifics filled out. And I always like to just say that, like, I firmly believe that, eBay and all the marketplaces don't do this kind of stuff for fun. They're telling us that there's a ton of searches, 821,000 searches involving the edition. So the more you fill out, the better the potential buyer's searching experience is if they're using left-hand nav. So, it's just a really good thing. So this one here is just kind of a generic Blu-ray DVD.
Hold on. I'm going to add it. No. We're not on. Hold on. Let me add it to stage. So sorry. You're back. Okay. I add it now. So we're presenting.
Yeah. So, this.
Hold on a second. Okay. Spirit Yankee, nothing to forgive. Please. Welcome. And brand new to List Perfectly. No. Not the only bad question is the one that you didn't ask. Okay. Again, we are a very supportive community here, and we're here to help you. Okay. Sorry about that, Patrick. Go ahead. I just wanted to welcome a Spirit Yankee or anybody else that is new, that is watching, whether it's live or you're watching this later. Okay. We are ideal. If you're new to List Perfectly here, this is the perfect time to start in List Perfectly, because that's what we are. We're here to help you grow really fast. So go ahead, Patrick. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no problem at all. I was just saying that this is really just kind of your generic Blu-ray DVD. There's nothing real special about it, but eBay's catalog and item specifics and combining that with somebody that's already filled out all these specifics really just makes listing these kinds of products super easy. Actually, it's things like merge and stuff like that. Why my dad, who resells, goes ahead and buys DVDs at garage sales, because it's just so easy to do this and get good quality listings out of that.
Can we really quick show on Etsy, just since we're talking about it, just really quick? Do you think?
Yeah. Let me stop my share for a second and get one set up.
No problem. And in the meantime, I'm going to address some questions, if you don't mind, Patrick, on the audience. Okay. Tommy. So Tommy in Seattle says, by the time you search for an item, then look to find one that has item specifics that are appropriate, then merge. Isn't it faster if you just listed and filled out item specifics yourself? I challenge you, we'll do it. If you're doing, like I said, something generic that doesn't need that many, that doesn't require that many item specifics, by all means, you're absolutely right. Is it worth it for every seller and every listing? No, Tommy. But if you're doing, for example, imagine DVDs, it's very, because you're American, but you don't understand. For us in the rest of the world, when we buy a DVD and it's Canadian zone, okay, or the inches of whatever, on the thickness, because it doesn't fit on our DVDs players. So all those details helps you to reach. Some people are going to tell you that putting too many details narrows too much your audience. Others are going to tell you it's going to help you to reach the right audience. So it's a delicate balance, on depending on what you sell. Is it worth it for every seller and every item? No, I don't think so. I didn't do it. And I don't do it for cheap items because, like you said, Tommy, like you said, it's not worth of my time. But if I'm selling an item that is at least $200, it's worth my 3 minutes time on applying the completed, and then the sold on eBay, and see which listing has the best item specifics. All right. Spirit Junkie. So we just need a name and pictures in LP already. Yes, we do that for you. Well, we don't take the pictures for you. We don't have a drone yet, okay? But we're working on that drone that is going to take the pictures, all right? But you never know, Patrick. Hey, a woman can dream, okay?
You never know, but we are going to get somebody to message us and see when that drone feature is going to be released.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's going to be confusion.
So what we do is, Spirit Junkie, you can create perfectly listings by scanning barcodes, okay? Or you can create it from images, from 1 to 6 images, or you can create it from scratch, or you can import it and then optimize it with our listing assistant. There's so many ways to create listings on LP. So then you take that LP listing that has at minimum, okay, 1 image, and at least, obviously, you don't want to list, okay, listings with 1 image, okay, and then you have titles, some basic descriptions, etc., and then you merge it, and you don't have to enter item specifics that are mandatory or recommended. Thus, you reduce buyer remorse, okay? Imagine me trying to open a buyer, item not at describe, and you have all the item specifics. So that's why it's worth of your time, Tommy, and everybody else that is thinking, good question, Tommy, is it worth of my time? When you're protecting yourself because you did a great investment and you have a great items, you gotta protect it, especially because we're around the season of fraud season. Yes, holidays are coming and around the corner, and buyer remorse on December and January, it's brutal, guys. It's brutal. So eliminate or reduce the chances, okay? Appeal those cases and do the job easy for those marketplaces to fail, to side on your favor for any kind of dispute you may have for buyer remorse. Another thing, Kathy says, I use the link from the Express Lister and it takes me right to eBay with the info filled in for the search. Oh, nice.
That's a pro move right there.
There you go. Wow, Kathy. All right, Kathy.
Combining 3 different features into one. Yeah.
Okay, Kathy, I owe you dinner, Dan. I owe you dinner, Kathy. That's it. That was a pro tip. Thank you so much. That is just epic. Thank you. Appreciate it. And again, that's the objective for the merge feature. Now, what would you say, Patrick, on our customers that use the merge feature, where have you seen it being used the most in the...
Yeah, I mean, definitely eBay. That's one, because they offer such a good tool with the sell now and stuff like that. But the other one is Etsy. I don't have a perfect example to show, just because my shop's not set up that way. But your Etsy sellers, a lot of them are selling either, maybe it's custom products, handmade products, different variations, custom t-shirts, things like that. So Etsy offers a feature that they call copy within their own store. And when you're setting up Etsy listings, anybody that's ever done like a heavy customized Etsy listing, there's a ton of fields. I mean, you could have so many internal tags and things like that on Etsy. So you can leverage it with your own listings as well. But definitely overall, your most common use is eBay. And really it makes sense because your most impactful is going to be the impact is going to be from item specifics. And, you know, they have the most item specifics that are available. So, you know, it does make quite a big difference. And I mean, Tommy's 100% right. And we get that question a lot whenever people ask about doing this. Like, well, why wouldn't I just fill it out? And it is that's a valid question. It really comes down to the listing. It comes down to your flow, like what Kathy was talking about. Like, that's an incredible flow, what she's doing. And finding. And
Speak about cut and paste. I can imagine Kathy going cut and paste tab to the next, for the next tab, when you hit tab on the keyword. So another thing, look at this, Patrick. I love Tommy. I love you. You give me the hardest rebuttals. I love you so much, Tommy. In Seattle says, that's why I worry about using someone else's is that I might have inputted wrong in for that person, right? So here's the thing, Tommy, this is why I don't worry about that. Because when I use this feature, I research, that is a sold listing, not recently sold and completed. I like it usually a couple of weeks so we can make sure there was no remorse open right away. I don't like recent sales. I never use recent sale comparables. And then the most important thing is that I research, I really quick, I click on the seller and make sure that it's not a seller, a new seller with, 500 listings or 100 listings. For me, I cannot be using, all right? I cannot be trusting my business strategy with a seller that has less than 500 listings. That for me is like maybe, someone that is selling a lot too fast, or a hobby seller, maybe, okay? Or someone that is doing it part-time. But that would be my 2 cents on that one. And then Pleasant Creations says, I will say personally, I only merge with my own items for that reason. I merge it all the time. Do it with your own listings. I did it all the time with someone else's. We sold electronics with Amanda because we always did technology. We go through so many devices. If you guys couldn't know, because we have to use Windows tablets. We have to use Surface, Mac, you name it. We have to use it. So we used to sell our non-working equipment. And it was such a blessing not to enter all those item specifics like you were showing, Patrick, with I don't like doing it. I can't be. It gives me shoulder ache, okay? And I have an ergonomic mouse, but it's like click, 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 not non-stop. It's like I can't do sometimes it's like 20 to do an optimized listing could be 20 to 25 clicks on item specifics. Think about that.
Yeah.
It's insane. No, I can't do it. So that's my 2 cents on that. But please give us, your questions, your concerns, your suggestions. We really, really appreciate it. What would be your word of caution, Patrick, with this feature, please?
Yeah, honestly, kind of what Tommy brought up is that, you do need to, of course, review and be selective of what you're using and everything. Really, the other thing that I would kind of say is just, this is definitely a feature, and, we are wanting to create more awareness about the feature. Liz talked about how she used it every single day on her own listings. So it's a very flexible tool. So I would just, urge people to give it a try and see how it can work into their business. And it might not be on every single item. This is definitely not something where I would feel like, you need to use it on every single item. Now, if we're talking about Express Lister, I'm going to encourage you to use that on every item.
Absolutely.
But this is a little bit different. But it's just about creating some awareness on how this can save you some time. And while it is available on every platform, definitely most impactful on eBay and Etsy. And yeah, that's, I mean, you know, there will be some updates coming to it to make actually the process even smoother. So maybe it would find its way into your workflow with just some of the optimizations that are coming to it.
Right.
But yeah, so but that's really all I would kind of have else to say about it.
Okay, so I'm going to show here just why I didn't worry, and I'm going to show you with an example, Patrick, and a beautiful audience. You all know that the highest price item I sold was a Vicuna coat that is like a super, like a royal cashmere. Okay, it sells very good. Okay, so if you see Vicuna, buy it. So I sold it for $7,500 on eBay. So we're gonna put here Loro Piana. Okay, no, I did not have a Loro Piana. It was Vicuna, but if I could have a Loro Piana Vicuna coat, my goodness, okay, it would have been insane. So as you can see here, it is a $13,000. Okay, this has 10 watchers. All right, for me, that's nothing. So what you want to do, okay, definitely, okay, it's just make sure that we are filtering, because we can filter. Definitely, eBay gives us all kinds of filters here on the left-hand side. All right, so you can make an educated decision. All right, see, you can even choose the condition, the buying format, okay, the where was it listed. Then you have more sold items. This is what I usually do. Okay, sold and completed, and then I go from shipping highest. Okay, that's what I do. Okay, I love selling for higher, right? What's selling the highest, and then make sure it's giving me, okay, oh, this one is, I think, okay, surprise. So there it is. There's a like a bomber jacket, bomber sweater, etc. So there is a couple of jackets here, but you see the difference between what was being offered and now when I say this was a sale from Japan. So this is exciting. So we know that is apparently it's black Vicuna, so that's dyed Vicuna. So definitely sold in August 20th. So I like it because it has more than 1 month. Let's see what the seller did with them. So I don't think these item specifics, I can do better than that. Definitely. All right. For example, I would have definitely put on material here on item specifics to protect myself by Kuna, because then people can change these for a cashmere sweater. And believe me, they do it all the time. It happened to me. I have to fight so hard to protect. I don't know how you guys are doing with your luxury items, but I had to fight so hard to protect my luxury items against, just fraud. Definitely. Okay, so I think that beautiful audience, do you have questions? Because I want to remind you, everybody, we're coming to the end of our session. There it is. Okay, Chris says, does your LP listing need to be open in edit mode before you do the merge? No, Chris, right, Patrick?
No, it does not right now. And actually, the update that will be coming will be if you have it in what we call like a single view. So if you just click the title and looked at the summary, as soon as you click that merge button, it will recognize, it will find the tab that has that open and just pull that listing up. So in my demo, you saw me searching for it in the catalog and pulling in the title.
Right.
That step will be completely removed. So yeah, you do not need to be in edit or anything like that. You could right from the any listing. So
beautiful. Thank you. Oh, Tommy, always keeping me on my feet. I love it. Why don't we show the other way, Patrick? Okay, because that's the one that I think it allows the bulk merch. Okay.
So yeah.
Because, or I can't remember if it is this one too. There is one I'm talking about. You know what? The one that when we finish merging, and this perfectly shows you the listing. Okay, we are dropped at the listing part in which we can scroll that, and right next to the picture has the merge feature right there, and you can keep releasing and releasing until doing the merge feature. I don't know if you know what I mean.
Yeah. So we're gonna have to hold on demoing it just because I don't want to show anybody the feature that they don't have yet.
Okay.
But yeah, I want to hold on it. So, you
Oh,
guys are
okay.
gonna have to wait. We'll do a listing party when it's ready for it.
All right. I'm so sorry. So I forgot. Okay, guys, see, so there you have it. Coming soon to List Perfectly. I'm sorry. So Tommy, just to let you know. Okay, I'll work on that one. Okay. Sometimes I test things. All right. So coming soon. Okay, we're gonna be announcing these, but definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'll think about it. Okay, I'm gonna talk to Amanda, but I think that still there was a way. No, Laura. Okay, everybody, be on standby because the other day we did I did a listing party in which I do strategy. Everybody, so I do reseller strategy on Wednesdays. I think Wednesdays at 11 a.m. And just wanted to let you know that, let me see, what time is it usually? What time do I go on Wednesdays? Let me see. 11 a.m. That is correct. So Wednesdays, 11 a.m. I do a listing party. And thanks to that listing party, Patrick, we were able to understand that we have a little problem. I didn't know that people didn't know that you can manually enter keywords, etc. So what I did is just real quick. I'm going to share right now. There's new videos always. Here it is: keyword generator, automatic and manual options. Explain it. I was just demoing something on this reseller strategy that I do weekly. Last session, Patrick, was about listing optimization, and that's why I wanted to do the merge feature.
Gotcha.
So,
yeah.
Yeah,
keywords and everything on your own too. Yeah, I'm glad that you. It's good feedback to hear too, because it tells me that something makes it seem like you can't add your own and everything. So yeah, that's great to hear. But I'm glad that we're able to get like the videos up, and it sounds like from when you talked about it earlier, it sounds like people were pretty excited about it. So that's good.
I was like, okay, that was available since 2019 that we launched, but it's okay. It was like, oh, whoopsie, I should have explained that. Okay, my bad. So thank you. I want to thank everybody. I will be research on the merch in bulk because I'm pretty sure Amanda showed me a shortcut on it. We're live right now. Let me go and research, and I will get that video as soon as possible. Thank you. Anytime. Stay tuned. Also, next week we're gonna be talking with Patrick Pro Plus because we're gonna be announcing finally the prize for our Pro Plus. So yes, Patrick is going to join us again, and we're going to be talking about what are we doing with Pro Plus, new features. We're constantly adding more new features, and we're looking forward. So I want to give you a reminder, we're going to take a break with Patrick, but at noon Pacific Standard Time, we're going to continue our party on Listing Party. To those of you that don't know what Listing Party is our free platform in which Patrick will come and join us for a little. Here is Listing Party. We continue at noon Pacific Standard Time, and here's how I know we're going to work on the website. It's being redone, all right? But no, it's not cartoonish, okay? It's real sellers, masterminding, and, we have a lot of people where we can go on a deeper level because this is not live streamed or recorded or anything like that. So, Patrick, I want to thank you for this amazing live. Thank you again, our audience. I want to thank you so much for going in this journey with this incredible feature. I challenge you to go and test it. Like I said, it's not for everybody, but keep it in mind for the items that are expensive, or those items that have a high return ratio. All right, you know what I'm talking about. So protect yourself, protect your investment, protect your business, protect your items. And I'll see you on Listing Party and buckle up for next week. Pro Plus with Patrick in pricing and more. Have a great weekend and many sales. Bye, Patrick. See you soon, everybody. Bye.